I am Frankie. I am a human who grew up on a space station far from Earth. I've always been curious about Earth. So one day, I boarded a ship to Earth to learn more about this planet. After a successful landing, I'm excited to hike and explore. I see a flower. A tree. A rock. Clouds. And... Aye! My first reaction is to jump back. But let's pause my story a moment. Why would I jump back? I've never seen a snake, read about one, or heard about one at all. I have no idea what it is, or even if it's something to be wary of. So why would I still have that reaction? Even though I have no personal experience with snakes, I've inherited certain triggers from past generations who lived on Earth. People who didn't react in fear of snakes likely didn't survive, while others learned that snakes can be dangerous. This important survival information became part of our brain's makeup and was passed along from generation to generation. Snakes are what are referred to as a universal trigger. There are other universal triggers as well. Large animals like lions and bears are some examples of universal triggers, as are spiders, fire, loud noises, the dark, feeling trapped, and sudden movements. Universal triggers are a normal part of our biological makeup and are intended to keep us safe. Now let's get back to my story. As you may know, the limbic system is the part of my brain that takes over to quickly respond to a perceived threat. I jump back, and my heart rate temporarily increases. But when the snake just slithers past, leaving me unharmed, my limbic system quickly calms back down, and I return to the hike, thinking I should probably find out more about that animal. This thought is evidence that my cortex, the thinking, logical part of my brain, is once again engaged. This incident doesn't really have a big impact on me overall, and I enjoy the rest of my hike. I have so much fun that the next day I'm excited to explore again. But today is a little different. I encounter 3 angry rattlesnakes. They attack and bite me multiple times. It's so bad that I have to be rescued. I'm life-flighted to an emergency medical facility, where they cut off my clothes to treat me, and some of the staff are gruff and mean. I'm groggy and confused from the medications, and so far away from home that none of my family or friends can come visit me. I end up hospitalized for several days until I'm well enough to leave. During all this time, my limbic system was activated extensively, which means my cortex was not engaged. Once my limbic system calms down, my cortex takes over. The cortex is a logical part of our brain that always tries to make sense of things, even when we don't have enough or the right information. Our brains will automatically start to draw conclusions and connections. Conclusions and connections that may or may not be grounded in fact reason, or logic. The first question my cortex prompts me to ask is, what happened? This thought process becomes evident as I am released from the medical facility and allowed to return home. Once home, I worry that snakes are everywhere and panic whenever I see an electrical cord, shoelaces, or even spaghetti noodles. I'm afraid to leave my room or to go outside for fear of being bitten again. I realize that the thought of going exploring is extremely frightening. I've hidden my hiking boots in the back of my closet. I feel a sense of dread every time I look at them. I spend a lot of time thinking about my fear. I wonder if I did something bad to deserve being bitten. Do I smell like snake food? Do other people get bitten too? Others don't seem to always understand what I'm going through. Some wonder why I've given up on my goals and doing things I love. Others think I'm faking it to get out of my responsibilities. They say I'm being dramatic and think it's funny that I'm afraid of a noodle or a shoelace. They call me weird. I know my behavior seems strange and even frustrating until you can understand what I've been through and the trauma I've experienced.